How to view final or terminal report on Nersapp. How to view final or terminal report. While logged into your account, in the module section, the left of your screen, under the education category, you click on academics and you click on final report. When the page loads, you get to see the final report section of the page. So final reports are termly report of the performance of your ward in a particular school. So at some point at the end of a session or at the end of a term, the school generates reports, academic reports that is useful for you as a parent to be able to check out the progress of your student, of your child. So under this final report section, you click on the term where you need the report. If we have more reports in different terms, you can as well switch from term to term. You will see all the terms listed here. If there are previous terms, you will see all the previous terms listed here and you can select them. But in our case, I'm selecting this and you select the class where your child belongs or where your ward is. You can see all the classes where you have children and that have been attached to you. You can select the particular class. Once you select the class, you see all the reports that have been activated, all the reports that have been created in that class that are your children. You will see them listed here. So if you have one child in this class, you will only see one child's report here. If you have two or more, you will see them listed in a row here. Okay. Now to the left, these are keys. You can see a green represent pass, a red represent that's indigo represent pass and promoted, blue represent graduated, yellow fail, red fail and repeat. Yeah, to the top here, you see that the number of students that are in this selected class. And this icon here represents the display report in details, helps to display report in details. So by default, it is here. And if you scroll down, you'll see the details of this particular report, this particular child, Ethan Mark. If you want to switch to another person, you just click on it. You will notice that the details here changes because I have now switched to another student. I can go back to this first one, click on it, notice the difference. It has switched and the names have changed, the details have already changed. So you can see the academic manager in charge of this class where this child is. You can see the class manager, you can see the role. You can also get in touch. You can call this person directly. You can send this person a direct mail directly. You can see the class that your child belongs, the photograph, or if there is no photo, you see it like this. Beneath it, you can also see the rating. Yes, the performance rating of your child, the status. Currently, it has a pass status. You can see the attendance record, 7 days present out of 10 days. Okay, you can get to see this, the punctuality rate, the badge, okay, and what it says, what the badge says. By hovering your mouse over this icon, you get to see the details of that badge. You can also see the class average. You can see the class average. You can see your child's own average. This is 79 against the class average of 81. So it means your child is doing below the class average. You can see that. You can see the lowest subject score, okay, performance in the class, and you can see the highest subject score, okay, which is 92 and 67. If you scroll down, the cognitive domain, which has to do with the subject and the score in each of the subjects. You see what your child score in each of the subjects in all the continuous assessments available in test 1, um, test 2, test assignment, exams, the total, the subject performance, and the class subject average. You get to see all of this. You get to see the grade keys, okay, the parameters that was used to determine the grade of your child. So 70 to 100 means A, 60 to 69 means B, 50 to 59.9 C, and like that and like that. Now we have the affective domain, okay, the affective domain, which has to do with behavioral traits that are observable. Students do not actually write exams or continuous assessment for this. Teachers, class teachers only observe this trait and give the students scores based on the observable traits. So you get to see in punctuality, person has D in obedience, your child has C in attentiveness, he has a B in cooperation, he has A and A. So you get to see all of these metrics, psychomotor domain, which is the skills. You see it, content writing, dancing, spoken English, outdoor game. You get to see it and you get to see the keys, how the grades are being allotted. At the same time, you get to see the class manager's comment. If there was any comment, you see it here. The academic manager comment, you get to see it here. That's maybe the principal's comment and the class manager's comment. So these are the details of what you get when you click on this info. Then we have the graph to display report in a graphic mode, in a graphic theme. Okay, once you click on it, you get to see that the details of this report now represented on a graphs. You see the subject scores, and you see in each of the subjects the score that your child has in each of the subjects. You see it, the subject score comparison. You can compare your child's score with the overall best student score and the least score in class and the subject average. Okay, you can do that. You see that best score is highlighted blue. You can see it. This the bar chart here, the blue is for the best score, the least score is for the purple, the average score is the green, then Ethan's score, which is your own child, is the orange. So once you put your mouse over it, you'll be able to see the ratio, the performance rating of your child compared to the best, least, and average scores in the class. Okay, if you go below, you can see the behavior performance on this chart, how it is displayed, and you are able to see how your child performs and all of that. So you can see the performance comparison with fellow classmates, right? Ethan's performance with others. Ethan's performance is 79%, others, that's averagely, is 83. So Ethan is actually performing a little bit below the class average. So this is the graphical representation of your child's performance. You go back, you can go switch back to the info. You can as well print. I can decide to print this report on a paper. I want to print it on a paper, and this is what you have as a report. So you can print this out, and if you want, in case you want to store it in your library for future purposes, you can always have that. You can always have that. You can also search. You can search for your word. If you have more children and you just want to search for them, you can always search for it. All right, so this is how to view your final or terminal report. First, you click on the term and you select the class, then you select the student, and the report displays. You can print, you can switch to a graph mode, you can switch to the info details mode, and that is how to view final or terminal report.